Before we get going, I'm going to let you know that I have a conversation of topic of conversation I'd like your input on. It's about the ammunition. You'll see it later on in the video. It's in the very beginning, but yeah, I'd like to get a take on what everybody thinks and then research that you've done. I'm not a scientist. I don't have any cold hard facts. I was just doing research on forums and, using AI and my own personal experience from ammunition. However, I won't get into it until you see the video and you watch through. It's gonna, like I said, it's been in the very beginning, so please give your input. Also, I forgot to change the mix on the sound, so I do apologize. The last 2 or 3 videos have been kind of low, and so I'm gonna remember on this iteration to bring the decibels up so you can hear these video commentaries. So, sorry, apologize, and enjoy.
This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. All firearm handling shown is performed by trained individuals in a controlled environment. Always follow the 4 rules of gun safety. Number 1, treat your firearm as if it's loaded. Number 2, never point a firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Number 4, be sure of your target and what's beyond it. Comply with all local, state, and federal laws regarding firearms. Do not attempt to replicate any actions seen in this video without proper training and safety measures. The creators assume no liability for misuse or unsafe practices.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We are at round 900 with the Palmetto State Armory Dagger full-size S 1000 round review series, where I stand and shoot to get the mechanics of the firearm, trigger pull, slide, recoil, all of the functionality of the firearm, grip, and my overall take at various ranges, which for this 1000 round series, I'm shooting at 17 yards just because at first my initial impressions, I wasn't gripping with my left hand hard enough. Since then, I've been changing up my fundamentals and been doing very, very, very much better. Much better. Super, very much better. Welcome back. Yes, thank you for joining me. So you're going to be shooting Fiocchi, Range Dynamics Palmetto Jacket 115 grain as usual. We started with Remington 124 grain. Shot just fine through it. Some of the ammunition is dirtier than others, and I've heard from some people that there are specific kinds that may run dirtier than others. I know the grain is dirtier the higher the grain goes. I'm sorry, the gunpowder is dirtier the higher the grain goes. So 115 is a certain, dirtiness. 124 is a little bit higher. 147 is higher because the weight of the bullet takes less energy to keep it continuing forward because it's heavier, allegedly. That's what I've heard. That's what I researched. So comment down below, let me know, talk to the community, let me hear what everybody thinks about that, because to me it's curious and I'd like to know more about what gunpowder runs a little bit dirtier than others. I do a little bit more digging and I found that what it is the heavier the grain, so 147 grain doesn't burn off all of the powder, and so there's a little bit more residue from that unburned powder. Now, whether or not that's the case for all 147 or all 115 or all 124 from the different factories is up to conjecture. So it's just about personal experiences, and then also maybe there are some factory loads that people do experience a little bit more dirt or unburned powder from. But I still want to continue the conversation and still want to hear what everybody has to say about it, because I did notice, and then also too, there's a lot of different factors that channel in or that come into play with that 147 grain, especially when you have a full size as opposed to a compact, because the barrel length is going to be longer. So it has that chance to burn off, I guess. I'm not sure, but all I know is that, yeah, if you have a compact as opposed to a full size and you're using 147 grain, then you might have a little bit dirtier shot than you would if you had a full size. So anyway, continue the conversation. Let me know what you think. That's the little bit of digging that I did. And I'm no expert, I'm no scientist, I'm no metallurgist or anything like that, so I'd like to hear what everybody else has to think.
Cheap ammo is cheap ammo. You're going to buy it anyway, so that's not going to be too much of a factor, but it's still a topic for conversation. Let's load up 10. Oh, no. I need my Band-Aid, my boo-boo Band-Aid. Stand by. Much better. I am now protected. Okay. Here we go. 17 yards, work on that grip, pulling in. Riding the slide stop, also working on that fundamental is not riding slide stop, moving my thumb, my right thumb out of the way instead of having it hover. Unintentional, but I'll take it. I'm hitting it, but I can't see where I'm hitting it. Okay, I'll take it. It's low. Yeah, it's very crucial to get those sights lined up, not having the sight just below the two prongs, the rear sight, or just above. You have to make sure it's level, especially the further you're punching out. One out of 10 is not good. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Take my time. Aim in the middle. Miss. I'm at 45% accuracy. Intentional. And a miss. Keep thinking it's me. I don't. Yesterday was great, and I thought I had it. Come here now, and I don't have it. Intentional. Okay. Fun to shoot, not fun missing, but I just have to get a paper target. But leave it at that. I'm not gonna say too much. We'll just go to the outro. Last 100 coming up. Time. Let's give it time. Because I remember in the beginning I felt good, and then near the middle was okay, and then the middle, and I was like, oh man, I don't know about this. So I need to give it more time, more rounds, clean it, give it a good shake. 1,000 rounds is just breaking it in. So we'll see you in the outro. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, overall I felt good today. I felt like it was a much better time the last 2 days with the grip angle and tightness of my left hand pulling back on the firearm as I was shooting. And then the little inputs that you have being trigger pulling to the right, or you're pulling too hard with your left hand, your grip hand that way, or if your recovery is, when you're shooting after recovery, if you're not holding hard enough, it's going to keep going up, it's keep climbing up, and if you're holding too hard, it's going to go down. So all those little nuances in this firearm give it that personality, which, like I said, this one is less forgiving. It's a little bit more sensitive to that, at least for me, than the other firearms that I have shot, like so. Anyway, I've enjoyed it. This is almost 1,000 rounds, and can't wait to do my full review on it and go through the pros and cons of the PSA Dagger full size S. Like, subscribe, recommend, and comment, not in that particular order. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me and giving me your input and your take and your opinions. I appreciate them all the subscribers too. I thank you so much for subscribing. You guys are awesome. Look forward to more reviews with more of these guns and more 1,000 round series to come. Thank you so much. 照顾好自己，注意安全。